Hello children, I am back with atomic structure extra questions. So before we proceed with some extra questions from this chapter, it is advisable, please do share my videos, and this is very much appropriate for both CBSE and ICSE board questions. And if you haven't liked or shared and subscribed my video, please do it at the earliest. So let's go. Question 1. Name the three subatomic particles of an atom. Can you guess? Yes, the answer is here: protons, electrons, and neutrons. These are the three subatomic particles of an atom. Question 2. Helium atom has an atomic mass of 4 AMU and 2 protons in its nucleus. How many neutrons does it have? So here is the answer. A helium atom has two neutrons. The mass of an atom is the sum of the masses of protons and neutrons. So if you deduct 2 from 4, so you get 2. So answer is 2. If K and L shells of an atom are full, then what would be the total number of electrons in the atom? The answer is the maximum number of electrons that can occupy K and L's shell is 2 and 8, and hence it is 10. If number of electrons in an atom is 8 and number of proton is also 8, so what should be the atomic number and what is the charge? So if both are 8, then definitely the charge is going to be 0. It is neutral atom. And therefore the atomic number is also 8, because we know atomic number equals to number of proton or number of electron. What are the limitations of Rutherford's model of the atom? So here we go with the answers. I hope everybody knows it, but still I have written it. You can refer it, and you can refer to the book even. Na plus has completely filled K and L shells. You have to explain it. Now remember, this is Na plus, not only Na. So Na plus means one electron is less. That is why it becomes Na plus, because number of proton becomes 11. Write the electronic configuration of an element whose atomic number is 12. So the answer will be 2, 8 and 2. What do you understand by ground state of an atom? It is the state of an atom where all the electrons in the atom are in their lowest energy levels. So this is called ground state. What will be the valency of an atom if it contains 3 protons and 4 neutrons? The valency will be 1. Please do remember that. One electron is present in the outermost shell of an atom of element X. What would be the nature and value of charge on the ion formed if its electron is removed from the outermost shell? Definitely the charge has to be plus 1, because one electron has been removed. So the charge becomes positive. In the atom of an element X, 6 electrons are present in the outermost shell. If it acquires noble gas configuration by accepting requisite number of electrons, then what would be the charge on the ion so formed? So it will be -2, because it requires 2 electrons to fill up to acquire the noble gas configuration. Chemical formula of a metal sulfate is MsO4. So you can understand the valency is 2. So the formula of its chloride will be MCl2. Similarly, valency of an element X is 3. The chemical formula of its oxide should be X2O3. The atomic number of calcium and argon are 20 and 18 respectively, but the mass number of both of these are 40. So it is called isobar. Atomic number of aluminium and chlorine are 13 and 17 respectively. What will be the number of electrons in Al3 plus and Cl minus? Atomic number of aluminium is 13. So the number of electrons are 13 minus 3. So it has to be 10 if it is Al3 plus. Similarly for chlorine, it has to be 18 if it is Cl minus, because 1 minus. Define valence electron. Which electron of an atom are involved in the chemical bond formation with other atoms? So the answer is given. Helium atom has 2 electrons in its valence shell, but its valency is not 2. Explain. Valency is not 2, we know that because it is having a complete duplet structure, and hence the valency is 0. Why do isotopes show similar chemical properties? So the answer is here, because of the same number of electrons, valence electrons. An element X has valency 3. So what will be the formula of its phosphide? It will be Xp, and for its carbonate X2CO3 whole thrice. Similarly, if an element Z forms the following compounds, what will be the formula? So what is the valency? The valency you can make out whether the element will be metal or non-metal. So how do we find out? So the valency we can find out by seeing the formula. If it is ZH3, ZCl3, so I can find out it is 3, and if it is 3, that means the elements with 1, 2 or 3 electrons in the outermost shell, they are metals. So thank you for watching, and keep supporting by writing a comment if you have anything to share.